Welcome back to ENC at 3. It's time for Mixing with Maggie, which, by the way, did you know it is National Greek Yogurt Day?
What a good day.
Yes,
We'll
I'm
tell
looking
you
forward
why
to it
that's
all year. November 9th, we have finally arrived. Break out the Greek yogurt. Let's have some fun.
Ta-da!
I mean, honestly, now I like the vanilla Greek yogurt. That's just plain Greek yogurt.
Is
But
it?
I like the
Okay.
vanilla Greek yogurt, and you can put granola in it. I love blueberries,
Yeah.
strawberries. I mean,
Anything
really
you want.
anything you want in
Yeah.
there. And you can put it into desserts like we have done today.
Ta-da!
Perfect. So what did we cook today?
So we have made cannoli cake bites.
Right. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's interesting, all right.
It's a healthier
Um,
alternative to the regular cannoli recipe.
Yes. So basically, the base of it is Greek yogurt. So we've got 1 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt here. The original recipe that I was sent was in cake form. So we've kind of modified it into little mini muffin bites.
How did the
because-
modifications go?
Well, interesting, to say the least. Trial and error, a little bit of error, a little bit of trial. I think it's good to have humbling moments.
There you go.
I think
There
it's
you
very
go.
important.
If
Yes.
every recipe comes out perfect, then we'd all be cooking in Michelin-rated
Exactly.
restaurants.
And-
So essentially, we're going to
Yeah.
go showing you modifications that you may not necessarily want to go considering, and we'll correct it.
Exactly.
Because the recipe that you will see on screen is really for the cake form, and I
Yeah.
think it will be better that way. But we're just going to show you how things are done here. because
Exactly.
why not?
For the cake, you use a 6-inch springform pan. So that's what you would. That's the equipment for the cake. So back to
Back
mini
to what we
muffins.
did.
Back to what we
Back
actually
to
did
what
to
we
this
did.
recipe. So yes, here we have the Greek yogurt, and then we have 2 eggs. So Natalie, if you want to pour the eggs into the Greek yogurt and fully stir that up until it's
Alright. Eggy,
together.
eggy. Yum.
So how long did this take you to complete? I know, our rendition may not exactly be what people want to do
Right.
at home, but just to give them an idea of how much time they need to set aside if they want to actually make this for an event.
So the stirring part takes not even 5 minutes. The
Yeah.
cooking part for the cake, it would be 50 to 55 minutes.
Okay.
That's not
So
bad.
a little over an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also keep in mind that the beauty of cooking is it's all about modifications and improvising. So
Yep.
maybe you'll end up coming up with a really cool
Dig that
And then you
attitude
can
right
share
there.
it with us. Share it with me. Let me know.
Let us know where you found success, how you found it,
It
and how
wasn't-
we can get there
Oh
too.
my goodness gracious.
For future, I mean, I've really enjoyed making this, I think, for future references. I might personally not use Greek yogurt in a sweets recipe.
Well, you can do that on
However,
every day other than November 9th.
because today's National
National
Greek Yogurt Day.
Greek Yogurt
Yes,
Day.
yes.
Okay.
All right, good job there. Okay, so now we have a 4th cup of sugar if you want to pour that in.
We'll try the recipe again tomorrow.
Okay.
Here we have 5 tablespoons of cornstarch if you want to throw that in.
Yum.
And then we've got about 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract if you want to pour that in and then kind of mix that up.
Vanilla extract is the best.
I love
It
vanilla
smells
extract.
So good.
Yes.
And then we just do a little mixy mix.
Sometimes when I am cooking with vanilla extract, I like to leave the bottle opened
Then-
on the counter after I'm done, just to let that smell
Yes.
waft into the kitchen a little bit more.
It just smells. I just feel like
So
anything you put in
fresh.
it.
Yeah.
For my senior project in high school, I I baked a wedding cake. My
Impressive.
What?
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's why we mix with Maggie. Yeah.
My,
Why didn't you tell us?
well, I kind of forgot that until now, to be quite honest with you. It was a good experience.
Very nice.
My best friend's mom, she makes wedding cakes, and so we used a lot of vanilla extract in wedding cakes. It
So
makes
you
it
are
so good.
professionally trained.
Yes.
By the professional.
It's
Yes.
a professional.
Miss Beth?
Yes. Way to go, Miss Beth. Yes. You got us learning from a real pro.
We even did the whole fondant and made little bows.
Oh,
and
you're
stuff.
fancy.
It was fun. It was a good time. I
Ooh.
haven't done it since though. Maybe
Can
I
we
should
do
get back
that
into
one?
that.
Yes,
I think we
kinda
should
do something
okay.
like that. Can you imagine, like Charlie and I fondanting a cake on air?
Fondanting. I love that word.
I make up my own words
That's
too.
a nice word. Fondanting.
I like watching Cake Boss, but actually being able to create what they do on that
Yes.
show is.
Hard.
We'll see.
Give it up.
We'll see.
If you want to put, that's about half a cup of. It might be a little more because we've been snacking on
Yes.
them all day. Throwing them up,
Chipperoos.
catching them in the
We're
air.
having fun.
Yes, just mini chocolate
Why don't you
chips.
guys show the viewers your
Okay.
skills?
Well,
All
okay,
right. How
so-
can you talk about it and not do it?
No, I don't know. They're gonna be
Let's
able
go.
to see.
I'm not gonna
Let's
make it
see.
now.
Party foul. Try again.
It's hard because I've got this ceiling right here.
They were
so-
doing it more like in front.
There you go. There it
yes.
is.
Do you want to
Got
try
one.
again?
You want to try it?
No, you
Nah,
throw it
I'm
on in
cooking
there.
over here.
Throw it on in there.
Okay. All right.
I got my one in my mouth, so I was like, okay, put while you're ahead, Charlie. All right, so pretty easy stir, pretty easy mixing.
And so this kind of looks like the end of cannolis. I mean,
It does.
this part does.
So cannolis as a whole are like a staple to everything Italian. It's a massive dessert that everybody knows and loves, and if you can, you know, do it well, God bless you, because it is a craft in itself.
Can I admit that I've never had a cannoli before?
Oh my
What?
God, be still my
I've never.
ears.
So sorry.
Be still my ears, oh my God.
It's okay.
Is there a place around here I can
I've
get
heard,
one?
yes. I can't think of the
The
name.
French bakery,
Okay.
I think it's called A Little Bite of France or A Little Taste of France.
Oh wait,
It's-
did they come on?
Yes, they actually
Yes,
came.
they
They
did.
sell
Okay.
cannolis.
I should
And-
go get one after the show then.
Yeah, now I've only had their cannolis, so I've only had them once.
That's
so,
okay, you
Yeah,
still
but
had
it
'em.
was
Yes.
delicious. So
Or if you ever venture into South Carolina and go into Columbia, there's a place called Enzo's Delicacies. And,
Okay.
the owner is actually from a little north of Manhattan, and he knows how to make the best cannolis that will knock your socks off.
Maybe I'll get a lesson from him.
Just
there
saying.
you go.
Anyways.
All right,
All right,
so
what do
now
we got?
everything is combined. And so basically, Charlie, if you want to do this part, Natalie, if y'all both want to do it, you just are going to kind of spoon it into the cupcake little.
Okay.
They're
All right.
so
Liner
cute.
things.
And then also, here's another tip. A lot of times, if you're gonna go making cupcakes and you go using these like little paper thingies, those are naturally way more difficult to go getting off.
Sticky. That's another problem we
Yeah,
came
use,
across.
use the aluminum ones.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's better.
We should talk about exactly what we found difficult with this recipe, what people should look out for if they are trying to make this at
I
home.
think that was the main thing.
Or maybe
Just the-
everything.
the-
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You know that point A all the way to point Z?
You know, in my defense, I did kind of pitch this recipe, so shame on me. I'm
Yeah,
never
you
doing
good,
that ever
you
again.
good.
No, I think if I would have had a 6-inch springform pan and could have followed the directions
would've been
exactly,
different.
I think it would have been different.
But they're still really fun to go making.
It calls
yeah.
for you to cook the cake for 55 minutes. I cooked the mini cupcakes for about 45,
You could
and I
probably
think
do
that was
less.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna say the second batch after the show, I might make for like
half the amount of
35, maybe
time.
even 25 minutes.
He's going at
I'm
it.
going fast
He's
now.
going at it.
I got a time cue from my director in my
Faster.
ears. Like,
You're
okay,
not
you got a
going
minute.
fast
It's like,
enough.
all right, time to turn up the speed.
Faster.
You're doing great.
All right.
Look at that.
Nothing else, but
You're
yeah,
such
and
a
then
good scooper.
what'd you say, like the tin cupcake?
Yes, I think they're like
they don't-
aluminum ones.
yes,
a lot of
thank
times
you.
you get, or if you were to, I think if you were to just put them in like bigger cupcake holders, it would probably be different. But
Yeah.
just as a whole, I think the recipe
Yeah.
is really for a cake.
Now,
But
do these rise at all?
They rise a little bit.
A
yeah.
little bit,
A little.
okay, so
Nothing.
you-
They don't like. It's not like a muffin,
Like a
where it
muffin, okay.
Not like a
completely.
regular cake that
Yeah.
goes-
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I think we look pretty good there.
But yeah, and then
Maybe.
you bake them at 350 for give or take 25 to 30-ish minutes. And then when they're done, you just sprinkle some powdered sugar on top,
Yes.
and voila.
and then that's kind of the end product
There we
right
go.
here. It's so beautiful.
All right. So now you said they were sticky. We got to try
Not
to
even
figure
like
out how
hair.
we're.
What's the best?
This is
Let's see who has the most creative way to get these muffins out of the.
I would heat them
In-
up. If you're gonna use the paper ones, you like heat it up because I noticed that helps a
So
lot.
it's stuck on there.
Yes, because that's the paper.
Or
Yeah.
you just guys try to squeeze it out like this.
Oh. See, it's
Yeah,
just a paper,
it's
but
like
you know
paper.
what? You know what? Cannolis in any shape or form, give me please. Thank you.
It's good paper.
Try the recipe.
Tasty
Let us
paper.
know about your successes and your failures.
Hopefully you have more successes than I do.
Yes. Thank you
Manja,
guys
manja.
so much for joining us today. Of course, we'll be back with more news and weather coming up after the messages. After we get this in our mouth.